Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to dive deep into the engineering behind a really cool tool called ArchiveFlow. It uses AI to make permanent digital archiving as simple as dragging and dropping a file. We're going to explore how some really smart design can unlock powerful technology for all of us.
But let's start with a really basic question. Why do we even need this? I mean, if you've ever tried to save something important online for good, an audio recording, a document, anything, you know it can be surprisingly, frustratingly difficult to get it right.
The reality is just this gauntlet of frustrations. You're staring at endless form fields asking for stuff you don't even know, a ton of confusing technical jargon, and uploads that just fail for no reason. It's so tedious that most of us just give up. And that means a piece of our digital history could be lost forever.
Okay, so here's our roadmap for this explainer. We'll start with that archiving headache, then properly introduce ArchiveFlow. Take a look at the AI brain that powers it, explore the really clever engineering that makes it all work, and then finish up with why this is so much more than just an uploader.
So, Section 1, the archiving headache. We've established the whole process is clunky and just plain annoying. ArchiveFlow's entire mission is to replace that pain with a powerful AI-driven solution that just works. And the core idea here is simple, but it's also pretty profound. It takes the notoriously complex backend systems of a place like the Internet Archive and completely hides that complexity. It's all tucked away behind this clean, polished, and intuitive interface. All the heavy lifting happens behind the scenes, so you don't have to worry about it.
So let's properly meet ArchiveFlow. At its heart, you can think of it as this intelligent bridge designed specifically to give your content a permanent home online with the least amount of fuss possible. And it does this with some seriously amazing capabilities. It has an AI engine that literally writes all your metadata for you. There's an express mode for a true one-click experience. It can even generate brand new original audio content using Google's Gemini. And crucially, it verifies that your file is actually live before it ever gives you the final link. Now for the really cool part, the AI-powered workflow. This isn't just about uploading, it's about making the upload intelligent. The app's brain is actually powered by 2 different Google Gemini models, and each one has a very specific job. And what's really interesting here is how they've divided up the labor. On one side, you have Gemini 3 Flash, which acts as the researcher. It analyzes file names, looks at URLs, and writes descriptions. On the other side, you have Gemini 2.5 Flash, which is the creator. It's the one that generates brand new, high-quality audio from a simple text prompt. It's a perfect example of using the right tool for the right job. This quote really gets to the core of what makes the metadata so good. When you provide a source link, the AI uses a feature called Google Search Grounding. It actually goes out to the live web to research the topic, verifying facts and getting context. This means the descriptions it writes are accurate and genuinely informative, not just a wild guess. To make sure this all works reliably, the engineers made a really critical choice, using structured outputs. They essentially told the AI, hey, you must reply in this exact computer-readable format. This stops the AI from getting creative and adding a friendly, sure, here is the metadata you requested, which would, believe it or not, completely break the application's code. It ensures everything is rock solid. Okay, the AI has done its job. Now for the heavy lifting, engineering the perfect upload. Communicating with the Internet Archive is notoriously difficult. It's filled with all these hidden complexities that ArchiveFlow had to solve. And this is a brilliant illustration of a key engineering trade-off. To create that smooth, satisfying circular progress bar, the developers actually had to choose an older technology, XML HTTP request, over the modern Fetch API. Why? Because only the older one could precisely track upload progress. It's a fantastic example of prioritizing the user experience over just using the newest tech for the sake of it.
Next up is getting authenticated. Logging in. While most cloud services use a complex but standard key, the Internet Archive has its own unique, homebrewed system. This meant the developers couldn't just use an off-the-shelf solution. They had to build a custom one from scratch just for this.
Here's another hidden complexity that would trip up almost anyone. Even the text you type in matters. The Internet Archive servers are, let's just say, very particular, and they don't support characters like emojis and titles. A single wrong character could cause the entire upload to fail spectacularly. And here's a perfect example. That little checkmark emoji looks harmless, right? No,
That would crash the upload. So ArchiveFlow includes a sanitization function that intelligently strips out any incompatible characters before sending the file, saving the whole process without you ever even knowing there was a problem.
So what happens after the upload finishes? The file isn't instantly ready. The archive needs to process it. So ArchiveFlow starts polling the API, asking every 5 seconds, "Hey, is it done yet?" It cleverly looks for one specific file, the waveform image. As soon as that image exists, it knows the public player is live, and only then does it give you the success message and the final link.
So let's zoom out and look at the big picture. All of these technical details, they all come together to create something much more significant. This is your permanent memory gateway. What truly makes this tool so special is that express mode. It takes what is normally a chore, involving more than 10 separate, tedious form fields, and turns it into a single drag and drop action. The AI does all the administrative work, all the research, and all the tagging for you completely seamlessly. And this quote really captures the essence of it all. This isn't just an uploader, it's a tool for preservation in the modern age. It provides a simple, elegant way to give our digital creations, our research, our podcasts, even our AI-generated ideas, a permanent home in the library of human history. And that brings us to the final question, the one this tool really leaves us with. With the process of preserving our history now this simple, it's no longer a technical challenge. It's a personal one. So what will you choose to remember forever?